This time it was all on screen. I was like, you have no idea the amount of concentrate. It was like shooting a jump shot, like a free throw to make sure I didn't mess up this time. I'm like, oh my god, oh my god.
Oh, it was good. It was good. It was. You know what it was? Effortless. It was
What's
effortless.
Thank you.
You're the kind of player that makes the easy things look hard.
I am actually more these days than ever. Hey, remember, I took a basketball injury just taking a step to the left. It's not like I was driving to the basket, right? I just literally just took a step to the left, and my leg was like, "That's enough. We're tired.
Season over."
Yeah, you know what? We haven't done this for 20 years. Now you want to do it every day? Nah, we're finished.
You're back though. You're back.
I almost. It's weird, man. After surgery, how your leg never whatever. In my case, my leg just does not feel like a normal leg anymore.
Are you nervous about it?
Yeah. It's short version, yes.
Like I can't even watch anybody do pull-ups or watch gymnasts do like the uneven parallel bars or whatever you call it, those where they're hanging like that because of my shoulder. Yeah. I'm like, I don't need any of that. I don't need that energy in my face.
Yo, for real? Like, I'm like envious of people doing random things. Like I was picking up my daughter from a football game. She went to a football game last Friday. And the kid's being goofy, right? So this young man was just running and joking around, jumping.
Just moving to the left randomly.
Yeah.
Just with the vigor of youth. Just going left.
Yeah. Just going left. I was like, you stupid little jerky kid. Like, that's why people hate kids. You know? Yeah, I can't watch people do regular stuff that my knee can't do right now. You know what I'm saying?
It's the worst.
So
that'll last forever. Enjoy that.
I can only imagine. So wait, you had shoulder surgery. All right, that would have been a good opening question, right? But
burned it.
A better one.
We burned it.
Yo, we burned it. Yo, have you listened to this Black Thought record in its entirety? I know you talked about the Doom joint, but the Black Thought joint.
Oh yeah,
in the Black Thought Danger. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I see people our age complaining about the mix.
What? Really? I don't know if
Yes.
I noticed. I guess I did. Well, but maybe they're not. They never listened to Danger Mouse before, maybe? Because Danger Mouse isn't exactly like, Mr. High Fidelity kind of. That's just not his texture. In my opinion, I don't know. It's not a diss. He's like kind of a lo-fi kind of dude. I always felt like.
Okay, so this is my thing, and that may be true. Our age, though, complaining about the mix.
Yeah,
like no one.
What do you mean, like
no one listened to the Black Moon record?
Like from where
no
we
one
came.
listened.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, now the mix is an issue. Like your stupid ears wasn't literally bumping like the worstly, the worst mixed bass ever in a lot of records, like albums that were all sub. You couldn't even hear the words.
Oh yeah. No, that's
it was like pussy is the only way to go. Like that was the whole. Now all of a sudden we're like, there's something not right about. I mean, I don't know, whatever. Should I be I guess the opening question is, should I be as annoyed as I am when I see that? Because I'm extremely annoyed. Is it reasonable for me to be?
I think you should let it go.
It's not right. That's not right, man. It's not right, man. I should be able to be angry.
Let their ears breathe. You know what I'm saying?
God, man. We got to be the most complaining generation. The world's most entitled generation
is us. Thing.
Mm-hmm. We are definitely the world's most entitled generation. Period.
Yeah.
I don't even put that on boomers. I think whatever generation ours is like the worst. When we complain about all the most stupid things, I'm like, yo, come on. Now, you drink out of a water hose.
Are these also the same people that are complaining about digital music sounding too sterile or you know what I'm saying?
So here's the thing.
The same people who would complain about CDs sounding too clean. And now they've gone full circle.
Yeah, now they're back. Like, actually, I used to think that when we first, I feel like maybe it was the original Pro Tools recordings. Maybe I don't know when that kind of kicked into major studios, but I know the word tinny. I used to call it pingy, but I remember like the mixes when they were supposed to be high quality mixes initially, like the Blackstreet CD and other. I just remember like, dang, yo, this is really, really pingy. Like I could hear the hi hats way too clear. You know what I'm saying?
Pingy is.
I feel like that was
is racist adjacent. I think pingy. I feel like racism lives right in the next, like right across the tracks from pingy.
Right across. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
It's right there, right?
Yeah, like pingy on pingy when pingy goes out on his paper route, he definitely delivers to a few of the people in the racist county.
Okay, that's fine. It's fine. He drives right past Mar-a-Lago, right? Like, all right, I got a couple papers to drop off. All right. Yo, man, we got to get into that on the other side. So, Kev, man, I mean, is the mix cool? Are we good? Yeah, like, whatever, man.
Dude, we sound immaculate. Are you kidding me?
We do.
Right?
It's perfect.
Right in your ear hole.
You tried your best not to say ear hole, and finally you just went with it. I caught it.
The only reason I did it because I saw you about to take a drink. I was like, oh, I'm gonna get him.
He was like, "Do I get him? Do I have him spit this water out on this microphone, or do I let him make it?" All right, yo. So check it out. We're gonna catch y'all on the other side, man. Let's, you know what? Yeah. Let's go.
Rap Sucks Radio. Blah, 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 blah.
What up, y'all? You are live on Rap Sucks Radio with your homeboy Trek Life and your fam, Kev Sakoda.
I'm the Samson of nose hair.
Yo. Oh my God. Yo, thank y'all for tuning in, man. We appreciate each and every one of y'all. If you would like to catch past episodes of Rap Sucks Radio, you can go to rapsucksradio.com or any of your favorite podcasting platforms. And if you would like to catch us on your television, download BTSM Pass. You can download that on your app. Download the app or channel on your Roku or any of your Amazon Fire devices. Click on the app or channel. We're right there with plenty of other dope content. BTSM, Behind the Scenes Network. We want in. And please make sure you follow us at Rap Sucks Radio on Instagram. And the controversial at RSR Podcast or on Facebook.com/RSR Podcast. Did you see that, Kev?
Oh, no. What happened?
The issue? Okay, I'll get into that in just a moment.
Okay.
So, yeah, at Rap Sucks Radio and RSR Podcast on Facebook. Now, here's the thing. There is an RSR Podcast on Instagram.
Oh.
And, of course, we tag RSR Podcast.
Oh, because I've been doing doing one post that hits both at the same time. Yeah, I just started doing. Yeah. Oh, so someone got mad.
Yeah, so I want to actually read to you her complaint in my response, if you don't mind waiting just a second here, because I didn't like how she asked. Like I was a little irritated with how she approached this on my page, man. And I was like, if you would have asked nicely, I probably would have responded differently. Now, the reality is we'll stop tagging her their podcast because it makes sense for us to do it, right?
What kind of podcast is it?
So let me see. So This is her response. So she says, "Hi, you keep tagging in in your post the Instagram and Twitter handle RSR Podcast. Okay, you keep tagging my podcast in your post. The Instagram and Twitter handle at RSR Podcast belongs to Reality Served Real Podcast, where we talk about all things real life and reality TV, not Rap Sucks Radio. Please try to refrain from tagging us in the future, as these two things have nothing to do with each other. Thanks," with a exclamation point.
That sounds nice enough.
Right? Nah, that sucked. That was whack. That was very, very, That was very per my last email. You know what I'm saying? Right? And I was like, you know what? So I said, "Hello." And then I put our link, right? The link to our Facebook page. Facebook.com/RSR Podcast. This is the handle to the Facebook page that shows our Rap Sucks Radio. Then I used the tag that would tag it to Facebook. Our show, Rap Sucks Radio. That is the reason why we tag that. My co-host and I will discuss whether we choose to no longer do so. Thank you.
No, so my biggest problem with, it'd be one thing if it was like, reptiles, snakes, and rodents podcast or something like that. That'd be cool. Mm-hmm. But whatever it is that you said that her RSR stands for, sounds like
reality saves real or serves real.
Yeah, that sucks worse than rap sucks.
It was so per my last email written, like the "not" was in all caps. Not rap. So I was like, you know what?
I'm smelling a crossover episode.
Me too. I hope they listened today to hear me talk trash, because I know they knew that I was going to say. I started to listen to their podcast the next day to see if they would like talk. I was like, "See, don't be an adult for once, right, in your life." But anyway, yeah. Well, so we will decide. We may or may not decide.
Yeah, I'm going to have to think about it, because you do realize that. So now that Meta, in its quest to make things more streamlined, has allowed you, just like you can post on Instagram and it will syndicate to your Facebook page. Mm-hmm. That's basically what I'm doing, scheduling these posts. But you can't have different captions on each post, which is admittedly stupid.
You can use a Creator Studio.
That's what I'm using.
But you would have to adjust it, yeah.
No,
you'd have to
I got to see if you can go into the Facebook side of things once it's scheduled and adjust it. Actually, that's what I'll do that if that's the case.
You can. Yeah.
If not, process is going to take me each week an additional 20 to 22 seconds, which I do not
that's too much.
Have to spare. Because this is real life. This is real life reality that we're dealing with here. You understand?
Correct.
I have to go, how am I going to spend an extra 22.3 seconds doing that when I could talk about not doing it and then also post about how shitty the sound quality is on the mix for the Danger, Doom, and Black Thought album?
Exactly.
These are my concerns. This is my to-do list. It's important.
Yeah.
There's a lot to take care of. And you know what I don't have time for? All caps. All caps, people.
All caps not. Like that is all caps not is like, all caps not is like throwing water on someone at a club. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what is all caps not? Like, all caps not is like sticking your tongue out at somebody. Like, it's one of those things, throwing rocks at a bus.
You know what it is?
Like,
it's fucking hurtful, man. It's hurtful. It's
It
rude.
is. It is hurtful. It hurt my feelings. And and why it hurt my feelings, just to prolong this much longer and dead horse this, is because she said reality TV and real life has nothing to do with Rap Sucks Radio. But we talk about rap, which is basically reality TV. And we talk about real life stuff. So it's like you didn't even listen to the show.
Hence,
you didn't even
crossover
listen.
Episode. No, not at all. Just jump to conclusions. Maybe her
jump.
You know what? I just got finished telling you that my mouse button was not working. Maybe her caps lock is messed up. Give her a little bit of grace.
It broke or not.
Maybe she's sitting there on the keyboard like.
Yo, listen.
And just hit the cap. Maybe it was an accident.
Maybe it was.
Don't judge. Stop judging.
Oh, my judgment is right, and I'm right on the edge of too far judgment. But I'm being really nice right now. But it was real, like real. She's somebody's HR rep somewhere. You know what I mean? It was hella red stapler. Like it was Bill Lumbergh talk. Like she got her Bill Lumbergh. Could you please refrain from? I was like, yo, refrain. We on Facebook, fam. Like you could have done so much. You could have been so much cooler. Like you could have messaged me, right? But she tried to do a post, so I let her make it. Hopefully, that post, my response got the RSR podcast. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. The second RSR podcast. The first one is us. Hopefully, it got them a few views and listeners. Hopefully, you guys checked it out.
It's a great podcast.
Please go check out the unoriginal RSR podcast, not the original one. This is the original one. That's not good. But I didn't use her government name, which is on Facebook, because I don't want to be offensive or cause anybody to say anything to her if our fans decided so. But that
the only thing that'd be goofier than doing all caps not is to say anything to her.
Yeah.
Except for what we're doing right now.
Well, yeah. I was going to say, if you're listening right now, you came on a little strong. Like, you could have just dial it back just a little bit. It's okay. It's okay. I know you were bothered. I get it. Because you seemed bothered, quote unquote. And bothered is difficult for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Don't be bothered.
Blame it on Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah, exactly.
Can't we find some common ground there?
Yeah.
I was just being lazy.
Don't be bothered.
We can all identify with being lazy. Come on.
That wasn't even lazy. It was the way that the system once works.
22.3 seconds that I don't have to spare.
It's the way the system once worked. There's no laziness involved.
That's it.
All right. Let's get into it, man. Let's get into this. The episode title is fresh. I love it. Treasonable doubt. I'm out for presidents to represent me, actually.
That's right.
Isn't that odd? All right, here we go. Topic number 1 is titled, so, Kev, are we too good for the lock him up chance?
Nope.
You know what I'm saying?
Nope.
Listen, FBI took 11 sets of classified material from Trump's Mar-a-Lago home while investigating possible espionage violations. The source is CNN.com. Players involved in Trump, the hoarder of classified materials, and Law and Order. God, we need that sound. All right. So, Justice Department removed 11 sets of classified documents from former President Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago residence while executing a search warrant for possible violations of the Espionage Act and other crimes. The property receipt shows that some of the materials recovered were marked as top secret, SCI, one of the highest levels of classification. The search warrant identifies 3 federal crimes that the Justice Department is looking at as part of its investigation. Violations of the Espionage Act, obstruction of justice, and criminal handling of government records, Kev. Agents also took 4 sets of top secret documents, 3 sets of secret documents, and 3 sets of confidential documents. Court documents show, and a partridge in a pear tree, if you really want that. In total, the unsealed warrant shows the FBI collected more than 20 boxes, as well as binders of photos, sets of classified material, government material, and at least 1 handwritten note. They have notes that something stupid like "I'm a cloud" or whatever thing his brain can barely muster. Anyway, during the search, FBI agents also recovered material of about the president of France. According to the warrant receipt, the French embassy in Washington declined to respond Friday to the development. In a pair of posts to Truth Social, Trump continued to claim that his attorneys were cooperating fully and developed very good relationships with federal investigators prior to Monday's search of Mar-a-Lago. The government could have had whatever they wanted if we had it. Trump said. Everything was fine. Better than most previous presidents. It's always that, right? And then, out of nowhere, with no warning, Mar-a-Lago was raided at 6:30 in the morning by very, in all caps again, shout out to the second RSR podcast, very large numbers of agents and even safecrackers. Be careful. That seems like that's also very close to Pingy.
Yeah.
Safecrackers. All right, Kev, go ahead.
This dude, man, I tell you what, I miss this guy so much, man. If he wasn't so racist and if he didn't have anything to do with the Supreme Court, I miss this guy so much, man. Gee, what a dum-dum.
He's so much better as the former president. This is so stupid
that even Tucker Carlson was on Fox talking about how what a fat dumbass he is for doing all this.
Was he really?
No, but I realized that the only strategy that will work to make me feel better is to just lie. Tucker Tucker also said Black Lives Matter like several times over the course of over the last month and a half.
Positively.
Yeah. He raised his fist and everything. Tucker's about it. Tucker has changed. He's a new guy.
Oh man. Listen, dude. Okay, so here's the thing. At least he had the decency to say most other presidents.
No, he didn't. Well, first of all, we should start by saying that no, you're not. You have not missed an episode, nor did we skip a few. Well, we skipped a few weeks, but this is just as late in us getting to it as you think it is, because this happened a couple weeks ago, and we were. Sure, you wanted to talk about this last week, and I wanted to talk about somebody farting, probably, or something like that, right?
We had the bear episode last week. It was much better.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, but since then it's just been just an onslaught and an unstoppable thunderstorm of nincompoopery coming from that dude, man. Because he did say, I think I know where you're headed with what you were saying, is that he did say that Obama had boxes and boxes of classified documents in Chicago. What you snitch. Of course Obama has classified documents in Chicago. What kind of, come on. What are you doing? Snitching. You got caught.
Blame it. Listen.
Yeah.
When all else fails.
Take the pinch like a man. You little snitch.
He should have took, his first shot should have been at Hillary, right? Or you going after me, but you wouldn't go after the emails like that, right? What I like was, I can't remember the senator or person who made the statement, who said that it was too close to an election time for their comfort or something to that nature. And I was like, oh, really? The FBI's not supposed to do this stuff in the middle? So wait, a week before the election wasn't too close?
Oh, yeah.
But months before,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But a week was fine.
No,
a couple days, no big deal.
You don't care.
Yeah, right? No big deal. Just a candidate that was likely about to win, and he threw this one out. No big deal. Don't worry about it. But now this is too much, right? Okay. All right. Okay. Settle down. Sit down. Man. Sit down, buddy. Listen, this is not an issue, if that's not an issue. But I want the lock him up chance, man. I'm ready for him.
No, because we talked about this. Democrats don't know how to fight, and they don't know how to be mean.
No, they don't. They're mean in a very passive aggressive way.
Very, very passive aggressive. A lot of all caps kind of tweets and stuff like that.
Yeah. A lot of please refrain and thanks with an exclamation point.
Yeah, so he blamed it on, he said a lot of it is always that somebody else is, every other president does this. In fact, there's a senator, what's this guy's name? Republican Congressman Mike Turner of the Ohio State said over the weekend that certainly we all know that every former president has access to their documents. It's how they write their memoirs, which is a statement that is riddled with inconsistencies relative to the guy he's talking about. It'll be the first presidential, the first presidential memoir that's written completely in Sharpie. Just
it's just post-it notes.
It'll just be the Mattis libs. It'll just... Oh man, I can't. The idea of Trump sitting down, just really sitting down and just, licking the tip of the Sharpie and just getting to work on it. That, to me, that's worth every piece of top secret information that our government has to offer.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Is he just gonna write? He's just gonna trace out the nuclear strategy and strategic plan for his memoir.
Oh my gosh.
He's blaming the government. He also said that he had a standing rule that all documents that he removed from the property were immediately declassified. Which, that's pretty awesome. Oh god! But the thing I love the best is all these clowns now would talk about all caps post defund the FBI. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, this guy is more NWA than Ice Cube. Oh my god!
Yeah.
If he wasn't a complete piece of garbage, I would just miss him so much more because he's hilarious.
He's hilarious. This is what I through a series of life situations that have happened. Dictatorships are way easier, quote unquote, than democracies, right? Like, I feel like people long for dictatorships. Like, at some point, people don't want to vote. They don't want to make any decisions or know any. They just want, okay, can you just put a guy in there that just does stuff that maybe it doesn't make sense, maybe it does make sense, but it doesn't strongly affect me, so whatever. Like a guy that says, you commit a crime, we get to shoot you in the face. Whatever. I know it's cruel, I know it's ridiculous, but we just need... So I feel like we're learning that more and more, that people actually really do want dictatorships. Like my statement earlier, like that I wish the government would come in and take away you guys' rap opinions. Like, I long for a dictatorship to come in and take away you guys' opinions on rap and hip-hop.
You don't want rap criticism to be a democratic institution.
No. I want it to be like death penalty level. Like, if you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like that's a bad take.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I want it to be like, yeah, you gotta go.
Yeah. Like,
I had a person
putting Lil Wayne in your top 5.
Yeah, like putting Lil Wayne in top. We had a person on Facebook say the Gravediggers album was perfect, quote unquote. I was like, yeah, kill him. Just like take him out. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing? Like, some of you guys have weirded yourself into being whack. Like, this is okay. I'm off of Trump right now. Listen, I'm on a whole other topic. This is my thing about rap music. And this is my how many rap music rants have I gone on in the last? I think it's been 7 shows straight at least, right? All right, cool. So this is it again. Listen.
Well, the title of the show speaks for itself.
Rap Radio.
It's reality spins. What is it? Rubbish. What is it?
Listen. This is my problem. Like, okay, some of y'all have I'm so differented yourselves into being whack. Like, at first it was cool. Like, okay, you're just slightly you don't wear the same type of shirts or right. But then rap took on this whole alternative, like everything's alternative. So anything that people really like, I don't really like. Like, it just got to the point where it was goofy, where like nothing. And I'm like, when the aliens, you guys should be the first to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys should just be the one. They should just take y'all first. Like, you want to go, they should take you guys first. So that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying you should die personally. I'm just saying penalty. You should be abducted. Yeah, abducted.
Get from in front of me.
Whatever's in front, whatever's at Area 51, sick it on those guys. Right? Look, you're I don't want to look, the back of your jeans are frayed from dragging on the ground and you're 50. Like, it's time for you to go.
Yeah.
It's over now. You're still you're still fraying the back of your pants at 50. It's time for you to go.
I'm still stuck on the Gravediggers comment.
It's like, did you just want to you woke up in the morning like, today I'm going to be the most different person in the world and everyone's going to know that I'm different.
Like the kid who wore 2 different shoes out on purpose. Oh wait, you did that?
I did that, but it wasn't on purpose.
It wasn't.
That's
on purpose.
The key. It was due to old age and being stupid. I am not purposefully stupid. I'm just stupid. To be deliberately stupid is the other thing. I'm just naturally stupid.
What's the highest echelon of compliment that you would give the Gravediggers album?
The single was dope.
That's what I was gonna say. That's why the word dope exists. But dope is not perfect. That's why those are 2 separate words.
Yeah, like if I was sitting in front of the Gravediggers record right now, like the record's in front of me and it's asking me like, yo, Trek, how you feel? I'd be like, I see what you were trying to do. Right? Like, I get it. You know, I know where you were going. Like, but you just overdid it. And it was already kind of a weird, pointless concept to begin with, and then you came up with single, and we all thought it was gonna be good, but then it just wasn't. You got to get out of my house.
Was that when the term horrorcore came out?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I hate you just for that, and I love everybody in the Gravediggers, but I hate you as a group. Problem. I hate you as a group for having spawned, whether deliberately or unintentionally, the term horrorcore.
Oh, shout out to Russell Simmons, because wasn't that his thing?
Was it?
Horrorcore would be the next. I think that's Russell Simmons.
Well, pieces.
Fizz, Omega, together. Please correct. Fizz, Omega, Jeff, the Boston fan. One of y'all, please correct me on that. But I thought it was Russell Simmons that thought the horrorcore thing was going to be a big thing. But. Yeah, you've been sitting in an executive office a while. Right? Like, you haven't been nowhere hip-hop in a long... You haven't been to no club. Like, it's wild how long... It's so crazy because I feel like... we got to get on with the show because we got a couple more important topics. But I want to say this about, like, when I was doing music. I always like to kind of throw some shots of shade at where the industry was at the time and blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. Like, it's not so much that the A&Rs weren't street. You know what I mean? Like, there were definitely some street A&Rs, right? Mm-hmm. But there just came a point where they were only going to events that were catered towards pointing a certain type of talent in their direction, right? So these are like showcases or industry showcases or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, no one, when they first began their A&R journey, they were at clubs like Bridges or Unity or you know what I'm saying, or the local underground hip hop spot. They were searching for the next best thing, and they were literally, legitimately searching. You know what I mean? And then they had a couple interns that were going to like Coachella, and they were like, all right, well, yeah, if you see anything hot from Coachella, have them call, like, you know, give them a card and we'll talk to them. It's like, yo, but that's not where you find the next thing, right? That's you know what I mean? So I feel like that's where horrorcore comes from, like a person. On
Power 106?
I was going to say. And I feel that way strongly about DJs, right? Like, now I guess it's different, but I'm like, there just came a point where there was no listening. Like, no one was listening anymore to anything new or fresh from a ground level perspective. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'll be like, people, so you'd be like, yo,
I mean, I went
have you
that.
heard of such?
But you have to be willing to admit it too. You can't just, like you said, you can't just come up with some off-brand opinion just to be like, wow, that's if it's a stupid thought, there's a good likelihood that it's the Venn diagram between being a stupid thought and being an original thought is just a circle. Okay? Just because you thought of the dumb thing first doesn't mean that you saying it makes you some sort of pioneer in the space.
And then you call, right? And then you called one of the current illest producers at the time, and then a bunch of dudes from your time. Like a bunch of older dudes. Like, yo, y'all want to get back on? Do this. You know what I'm saying? It's like, because a bunch of younger dudes would have been like, man, horror, what? On my face. You know what I'm saying?
And but this, to me, this has nothing to do with, because every one of the guys in that group, with about 14, 15 guys in Gravediggers, they all just well deserved. They had worked hard to get to a point where they could have a success. I don't know how successful the project was, but I certainly loved it.
It had to be reasonably successful, right? It had a dope, like I said, the first song was dope. I was like, ooh.
But if you say perfect, and you also voluntarily or involuntarily birthed the genre horrorcore, your perfect game, you just lost it in an early inning.
You somehow threw a perfect game but lost by 9 runs. How did you do that? You know what I'm saying?
Wow. This is just...
It's because the record was perfect.
Man. Gravediggers just taking shots for no reason, for no good reason.
Yo, the record was bad.
Because some guy said something to Trek, and so now Gravediggers have to... And some other podcast has the same initials as ours, so now they got to take... This is becoming very, very toxic.
It is.
Trek.
It's
becoming very toxic. Speaking of Gravediggers, how many boxes of top secret documents do you think homeboy buried with his old lady there? He's like, nah, keep the documents in the basement. I want to bury these boxes of Gravediggers records in with Ivana. Got my 45.
Be different than any other. I was gonna say nowadays.
Get it? 45.
Nowadays, I'd be like that. They'd be like that, and this record went gold. I'd be like, well, he has a gold record, and I'd be like, how many buybacks? Just out of curiosity. And then they'd be like, get out of the room. We hate you. That's why we didn't.
You're saying that they're playing games? They're juking the stats? Is that what you're saying? Are you indicating that there's some sort of untoward behavior being displayed in the record industry?
How would I know that? Would I know that? Hey,
come on, man. Let's take this thing in another direction. Let's talk about January 6th, man. Let's take
talk
it in a
about some other
positive
stuff
direction. Yeah.
Sure. Right. Let's talk about some other things I was right about. So, topic number 2 is titled, very, very, very humbly, Trek was right about Rennaissance Faires. Look, I'm right about a lot of things. Like I told you guys last week, my rightness is great. Is grace. It's me being, it's just the nature of my existence is being right about things. So listen, the reason for this is woman who allegedly took Nancy Pelosi's laptop on January 6th gets fair break from arrest to go to the Rennaissance Fair. Good grief. HuffPost, who's always on point, is the source for this. Players involved are Riley Williams and fat turkey legs. Fair enough. Mutton chops. A Pennsylvania woman accused of stealing a laptop owned by House Speaker Nancy Pelosi.
Wait, where's she from?
6th riot. Pennsylvania. Is getting a break from house arrest this weekend. 25-year-old Riley Williams has been under house arrest since being indicted on charges in connection to the laptop theft last year. Williams was granted an 8-hour break to go on a trip to the Pennsylvania Renaissance Fair that begins whatever on Saturday. A court order revealed less than a year after officials indicted her for her role in the deadly riot. Williams allegedly wrote social media posts claiming to have swiped the laptop along with.
She's not a good speller.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to stay away from that.
I think she called, all I can figure is that she called the how did she spell
gavel?
It? I think
gavel,
it was her gavel.
Hammer.
It said
gravel hammered.
Hamward.
Yeah.
To Bing.
Yeah. I thought, like, is that a typo? That's what's okay. So anyway, during the attack, it took Nancy Pelosi's. I took Nancy Pelosi's hard drives. I don't care. Kill me. See, dictatorship. It's by request. Officials said she wrote on Discord. On Discord, you were trying to hide, punk. You wasn't trying to keep it real on Discord. Ain't nobody finding you. Put it on Twitter or it ain't real.
Put it on Truth Social.
Yeah. Like they're going to arrest me, she said. They'll never take me alive, also on Discord. What a punk. I'm sorry, but you know what, Riley? I was down with you. You with misspellings and everything. I was rolling with you until I found out it was on Discord. You punked out. If you're going to threaten, if you're going to ask somebody to kill you, don't do it on Discord. You know what I mean? Come on. First of all, it's too solid of a platform.
Discord isn't anonymous? Because I've been posting some terrible things on Discord.
Hey, listen. When I need to find bootleg links and argue with people about video games, should I ever choose to, I go to Discord, all right? You want to learn how to beat a level? Go to Discord.
Is that where you found the remastered Danger Mouse Black Thought album?
Look, Discord and Reddit, like Reddit to a lesser degree, right? But Discord is one of those places where people go to hide and talk trash. Like they're tired of publicly. Some people say they're tired of being canceled, right? But really, they're just afraid of being called out. So they're like, we can hide on it. You can create the little channel, and you can tuck away in your little channel, and nobody ever even knows you're there, and you can threaten, like, kill me. How? We don't even know you there. You're on Discord, punk.
Well, I love how they wrote the article. They said, she said, like they're gonna arrest me. They'll never take me alive. She allegedly posted in the next line in the article. Right. She was arrested on January 18th, 2021.
Exactly. I love it. Right. And now she's like getting to go to the Rennaissance Fair. Okay. Are you jousting? Then shut up.
Man. Exactly, dude. I tell you what, she's a rascal. She's just a little rascal. You know what, though? I think this is Williams. Just much like Ping, I think this is racist. Because I bet you anything that they would not have let her off house arrest if she wanted to go to the Black Renaissance Fair.
If she wanted to go to Juneteenth Festival, you were not going to hear no. Ain't nobody going to no Juneteenth Festival, fam. No, you in jail, bro. You in jail more time. We giving you more time for asking. Matter of fact, you was on house arrest. Now you got to go to prison. We done. Like what you gonna ask to go to the Juneteenth Festival for? You know?
Oh, dude.
Now you could go have ye old turkey leg and some brew, but if you know. I don't know.
This is exactly what I didn't want
because Riley Williams could be a black woman too, but
they're going to politicize the Renaissance Fair.
Sure, they did. This is when times were right. All right, I'm done with Riley. Riley Williams is wild though. She did a lot.
She's still young too. She's got a lot of time left.
You got a lot of time to continue to
learn how to spell gravel.
To learn how to spell gavel and also to land. Listen, do us a favor, keep landing right on your face. But just not on Discord though.
Yeah.
Like I feel like, and I've said this over and over again just in the last 5 minutes or a few minutes, but I feel like strong statements on Discord or Reddit is cowardly. That's not where there's nobody there. You know what I'm saying? Nobody there is going to do anything. If you want to prove to me that you're serious about it, I respect people who go hard on Twitter. I do, man. I mean, you're stupid. You still are very stupid. And everything you say is stupid. Your face is stupid. Everything about you is stupid, right? Like, you're as stupid as the Gravediggers was perfect comment. But at least respectfully, that comment was made on Facebook where somebody could read it and go, wow, you're really stupid. You know what I mean? But on Discord, like my daughter and her friends, like that's where high school kids go to hide from social media getting caught, right? Discord, right? Discord is not where you go if you want something public, right? Instagram, or I'm talking to my daughter right now. Instagram or Twitter, right? Yeah. Discord is where you go to hide. Right? She said yes, but Discord is where you hide. So I'm just saying. I'm saying, Riley, G up.
Ask
you know what I mean?
Is Discord quiet? Because then maybe I got to join up because I need to hide and I need some quiet around this house.
The Discord is quiet. Right now, whatever you wanted to talk about.
I'm very careful. I try only to go to Reddit if I'm looking for how to fix something. Like, repair something. Other than that, it's a cesspool.
I haven't had. Yeah, I hit Reddit for. I was trying to figure out. Oh man, I was reading something about Star Wars, and I was like, "Damn, yo, what is? Wait, it didn't make sense." So I go to Reddit, and oh my god, it was like walking into a war zone of geeks.
Oof.
Right? Anakin Skywalker was not as bad of a person, and it was the Republic's fault. I was like, whoa, this is not a real thing, guys. Hold on. It just didn't really happen. Long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, guys. Just read the crawl first. Like, don't you don't need to be on here doing this. Yeah, like exactly. They were dead serious. All right. This is all right. Let's do it. Okay. Here we go.
This is so characteristic of this company too. To blame a black lady.
Oh man, let's go. Your software. I want to wrap it. Your software ain't hard enough, dunny. Like I can't. Your reach ain't strong enough. You whatever. All right. I couldn't get it. I couldn't get the style right. Anyway, Microsoft reveals Janet Jackson's song had the power to crash laptops, even if it wasn't playing on them. Let's go. This blame the black person thing is trill right now. All right. Sky.com is the source. Janet Jackson is a player involved. Microsoft. I'm with the youth slang, man. I've been on Discord. Microsoft is one of the players involved, as well as Janet Jackson, as stated before. So, all right, the music video for Janet Jackson's 1989 hit Rhythm Nation was a sensation in terms of its choreography and direction. It was also a song I didn't like. Its style won it numerous accolades, including Grammy Award for Best Long-Form Music Video. It's definitely the longest video in the world. But the dystopian pop video had something else going for it. The power to crash laptops, according to Microsoft. And not just those it was playing on. In a blog post this week, the company's principal software engineer, Raymond Chen, said a colleague had recently shared a story with him from the days of providing product support for Microsoft, for Windows XP. The greatest Windows software of all time, son. Anyway.
All right, Reddit.
Right? No, XP was way better and ME was trash. All right. So, here's the quote. A major computer manufacturer discovered that playing the music video for Janet Jackson's Rhythm Nation would crash certain models of laptops. Acer wrote Mr. Chen. But the weirdest discovery was yet to come. It didn't even have to be the laptop that the music video was playing on. Simply playing the music video on one laptop could cause another close by to crash, Kev. It turns out that the song contained one of the natural resonant frequencies for the model of a 5400 RPM laptop hard drives that they and other manufacturers used, explained Mr. Chen. The issue was similar to an opera singer being able to shatter glass by singing a particular tone. All right. This goes into the nerdy reasons why, so I'm not going to go into anything further because we're not that type of show. At least that's what the other RSR podcast said. So, go ahead, Kev. It's on you.
And this was just one of the pieces of top secret information that was recovered from Donald Trump's basement. Can you imagine what the other 299 top secret classified documents will reveal to the world? He was going to trade on this information, Trek. I have just one other thing to say about this. Janet Jackson really put the control in Control Alt Delete.
Great. That's great. This is freaking great. This is what happens.
Oh man, I wonder if this is the same thing that caused Nipplegate. Timberlake's finally getting vindicated after all these years. It was the frequencies, man. It was the frequencies, bro.
First of all, more than anything from this story, more importantly, since I've been on this topic, I hated that song.
Rhythm Nation?
Yes. And I hated how much people liked it too. Like, I was like, but why though? You know what I'm saying? Like, someone needed to explain to me why.
I mean, listen, we can all admit it's no Gravediggers, but it was a big record. It was a big record. It was
a huge record.
It was a huge
Rhythm
record.
Nation album. Me and Suge went through this. Like, what was the best Janet Jackson record? And I immediately was like, oh, God, it's not Rhythm Nation. But then I looked at the songs and it was like, wait a minute. This record was good. Why Rhythm Nation? Like,
oh, I see what you're saying. So I felt like the whole record sounded like that, but I haven't listened to it in a long time.
No, I see. That's what I'm saying. I felt the same thing. Like, I felt like, but then I think we looked at the track listing and was like, yo, this record was actually good. It's just that Rhythm Nation was so bad. You know what I'm saying?
The whole. I feel like when I think of that record, I just think of those big old factories. Like, I think of a factory in China that's making iPhones all day long. It's just the sound of whatever is going on. Oh God! That was accurate. Trek levels of mean right there.
That was so accurate, though, man. Like, you landed that one perfectly. Like, you really stuck the landing on that one.
Man. Yeah, you know what I picture, though, knowing Microsoft, is there's probably some poor guy who's been on Microsoft customer service on hold since like 1999, and they just jump back on there like, I think we figured out your problem.
He's Listen, that's too real. That's a triggering comment. I have an old phone that's probably still like a phone that I've gotten rid of years ago. That's probably still on a call with Microsoft support. Like an old flip phone.
You go pick it up, and the whole music is Rhythm Nation.
Dude, you know all of these laptops were Acer. I don't care what anybody says, right? Come on, let's keep it real. You go in to buy a laptop, right? You're like, oh man, these laptops are so expensive. Oh, wait a minute. Here's a laptop for $17 that has all the same specs. It has all the same specs as the...
You know how did you ever go through the thing of never remembering which was the Acer and which was the Asus?
Oh, God.
It's like telling the difference between a coral snake and a king snake. You know, one of them's going to kill you.
Yeah. Or both. Okay. Both. Because Asus was no better. It was no better. Like I said, you walk in, you're like, oh my God, it's $1,500 for a laptop. Sheesh, man, what am I going to do? My kids got to go to school, man. I can't afford to.
Did you ever buy a Microsoft computer though, an actual like ThinkPad or whatever? Didn't they just take the AARP discount right off the top, no matter who you were? You bought that?
there's a point where I didn't know what brand of Microsoft laptop was like the good brand. Like, okay, which one do you buy? You know what I mean? I guess when it comes down to it, it's like Lenovo. But then you could get the baseline Lenovo for 14 cents and be like, what the hell did I just buy? You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be like, you know what I mean? Like,
you sound like a guy with some real bad luck. Like, you went down there. That has scarred your existence ever since. Like, you went down to the Circuit City or whatever. You picked up a Lenovo laptop that came with a free Zune that was preloaded with the Gravediggers album, and things have been downhill ever since.
And Rhythm Nation. Yo. Right, didn't Apple mess this up for all of us recently? Not recently. I don't know when, but when Apple like preloaded the iPod with or whatever with the YouTube record, and people were like,
worst record
with their worst record, and people could not get it off. They couldn't get it off. It's like, no, you're gonna listen to this till you die or it dies, one or the other, right? And we're hoping for the former, not the latter. You know what I'm saying?
There was the model of it was at a time when there was not enough space to be doing silly. There was not enough free space on that device to be doing silly things.
128 megabytes, man. Like, what are we doing right now? Leave us alone.
we don't have the kind of hard drive capacity for that level of quality sound. We need to put a Danger Mouse record on here or something to call it a day.
Yeah, we got a poorly mixed Danger Mouse record to complain about. And 128 megabytes, man. Like, come on, man. We was at the 512 point, I think, when that happened. Right? Like, we was hype about 512. Like, yo, we could put 4 records on here. Like, depending upon the quality.
I do want to go back and find out the most I ever spent per, like, megabyte or gigabyte for like a memory card or something.
Yo, dude, I remember when flash drives came out and them joints was like $40 for like for 512. Like, you was like, oh man, you gotta go get the big one. Like, oh, I got the
you know what space. I just saw on the garage? My Jazz drive.
Wow.
I'm about to get it gold plated and I'm putting on just a piece of truck jewelry just around my neck.
Oh, you gonna do the Pharrell thing?
Yeah.
Remember Pharrell blinged out his thumb drive?
Oh, did he? He's a biter.
Yeah. And I was like, are the masters on there? Like, what happens when that thing slips, when the cap slips off and the thumb drive fall? Like, did you put a latch? Because you're going to lose that thing.
Oh. Well, maybe he should have embedded it in his forehead.
Good, better idea. Much better idea.
Were Khalees's contracts on that? These are the questions that everyone, I think, is really
to this day. Look, right? I hate you so much right now. Yo, by the way.
Yo.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is, right?
What time is it?
It's time for the Sakoda ones. All right, so this is the part of the show where we do the exact same thing we've been doing for the whole rest of the show, but we call it the Sakoda one, where instead of actually reading anything about the article, the only difference here is that I just read the title and then we pass it over to Kev. Like, I'm tired of trying to make this out to be super special. It's just a way for us to do something different than what, say something's different. All right. Period. Whoever wants to sponsor this, that is the best intro I can give you for that sponsorship, right? This is the Los Angeles Lakers Sakoda one, where it's the same thing we've been doing for the whole rest of the show.
Crypto.com Sakoda one.
Crypto.com Sakoda one.
It's the best value for your eCoin sponsorship dollar.
Right? This is the point where you tune into the other RSR podcasts, because it's not. Right? All right. Check it out. All right. Yellowstone says, okay, if you listened last week, you'll find this As funny as I found it for some odd reason. Yellowstone says foot is found in a hot spring that's linked to a July 31st death. All right, go ahead, Kev. I have so many comments about this.
This is the first recorded real-life proof of someone breaking a foot off in a fool's ass. Oh, man. It's fun when people die in lakes.
Yo, so this is not news for Yellowstone, right? People die at Yellowstone a lot, not realizing that it's a volcanic, lake. You know what I'm saying?
They're trying to take selfies or swimming?
Did you not read the brochure? Don't get in there, fool. Like, what are you doing? Is steam coming? Like, why? Why would you? But why though? Okay, so you go to let's just you're on a trip to Yellowstone, right? You clearly didn't read the brochure. That's fine. You think Yogi Bear is going to be there. He's not, right? So here's the thing. You walk up to this lake, right? Beautiful. And it's steaming. Right? It's steaming. Now, I know hot springs exist. I understand. But this thing is near boiling.
Hot tub.
And you're like, I'm going to take a dip. You know what I'm saying? And in the same fashion that Mortal Kombat used to have finish him come across the screen. Right? A big flashing red letters. Darwinism comes across. Like, there's no way that a person who deserves to live another minute would jump into that lake. I'm sorry, but it's true. Like, you can't do that. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, because it says that foul play is not suspected, so...
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. I like that they call the location the West Thumb of Yellowstone Lake. Like, it's like they're just fucking around now, calling shit stuff that's been lost. You know what I mean? Like, now it's gonna be called that. Other parts will be called like the East Foot. Like, you know, they didn't have to do that. They didn't have to. Now. They didn't have to do it. Another one bites the dust. I feel so bad, man. I always feel so bad for their families because all you have is the foot in the shoe now. Sad.
There's more room in the coffin for Gravediggers records.
It's the perfect record. God, I hate people so much.
It's not imperfect. I'll tell you that right now.
Well, you know, shitty is shitty. That's the way I'd say it. A shitty record is a shitty record. No matter how much I love every artist on it. And you can't use Facebook to polish a turd. That's like my man. I love. That's my heart, man. That's my bro. He's talking about. Nah, man, the Method Man record was dope. And I was like, you have to leave me alone. For a long time, too. We have to just not talk. Like, what are we doing right now? Why are we doing this? It just wasn't. Like, it's okay for a record to be bad. That's fine.
Did he just bring that up out of nowhere? He brought it up because he heard you on this program talking trash about that.
Nah, he heard us. He heard me dissing it. But, look. Eminem is amazing as a rapper, right? Mm-hmm. But a Mariah Carey diss about her having wine in her basement was trash. Like, it was trash. People have wine. Like, what?
Top secret documents.
Right. You want to talk about all the wine? I guess. It was bad. It's okay, man. Dope artists can occasionally make a bad record. And Gravediggers was one of them. So, anyway. Yo, Kev. Let's get out of here, man. We might be in overtime, and I might have pushed us there. Talking shit. Yo, thank y'all for tuning in, man. We appreciate each and every one of y'all. I am your homeboy Track Life, and that man over there, that's your fam, Kev Sakoda.
Prisoner of Azkaban, thinking of a master plan.
That's it. Keep going.
That's all. You're lucky I remembered 2 bars of any rap record in the last 2 decades.
That's so cold. I'm a rapper that you actually worked with in the last 2 decades.
No. When those records more than 20 years old now at this point?
Good grief. How old is Price I Paid? Wow, you might be right. Damn.
Man, that's nose hair
barely
old.
Got off the hook with that one. He said his nose hair old. Yo, catch us on rap6radio.com.
RSR Podcast.
RSR Podcast.
What?
The first. It's us, fam. Us. On Facebook.
We're so hard. RSR Podcast on Facebook. What? And only Facebook. We're too old for Instagram. What?
Yeah. What? We have our real name on Instagram. Because our real name's not like a trash name for a show either when it comes down to it, right? Like,
and we have no brand consistency. That's for suckers.
They could. The reason why is because they wouldn't allow sucks. Facebook wouldn't allow sucks.
That's why.
It's like a bad word. Yeah. Or else we wouldn't be having this problem. But all right, y'all. We out, man. I don't know. Y'all just do something, kick it with us next time. We gone. Yeah. I'm out of here, man, like last year. Count 3, we say peace, man. 1, 2, 3. Peace.
Peace.